Hello and good morning. Welcome to Jimmy's Three Things. Got to tell you guys, I just was so lost in the weeds of doing research that I don't know if it's going to amount to anything at all, but I just kept going and going, and I had to snap out of it and say, record the stupid show, Jimmy. So here we are. We got two topics and then Jimmylytics, and the second topic fell into the Jimmylytics, which was a crazy deep dive. The first one is, it's not really pressing, but I guess that's what this show is. The recap shows are going to tell you what's going on in baseball of the, what's going on and the games and all that. The Alek Manoah situation is the first topic that I started looking at, and it's really bizarre. For those that don't know, Manoah came back. They sent him down to the minor league complex to work on his form and stuff. Then he came back up to the majors. Let's pull up his baseball reference game log so I don't mess this up. I believe his last outing was in Houston where he pitched really poorly. So they sent him down for performance reasons, right? Wrong. The first time was Houston. They sent him down. He came back up in July. So it was like a month he went down to the minor league facility. And then he pitched in 6 games since coming back up. In those 6 games, he had a 4.91 ERA, a 5 FIP, and I don't know, they won 4 of the 6. But yeah, he wasn't the best option, so they sent him down. He never and then the story just got lost, almost like a missing person. Like the Blue Jays didn't report it. He didn't say anything, but they sent him down to Buffalo, and he never pitched. He hasn't appeared in a game. Everyone was like, what's going on? This is very odd. And then they put him on the inactive list, I believe, not the injured list. So it's like, what's all this? Recently, yesterday, on the Blair and Barker podcast, I'm going to shut the door real quick. Shutting the door, shutting. On the Blair and Barker podcast, who they work for Sportsnet Toronto, is that what it's called? One of them's the announcers for the Blue Jays. Wagner's the play-by-play guy, and all 3 work for Sportsnet, which is owned by the Rogers, who own the Jays. But we do Yes Network stuff, and I've become pretty aware of how hands-off they can be at times. With us, they're incredibly hands-off. They don't do anything, but monitor us at all. Obviously, we had the Orioles news earlier in the year where they monitored the announcer a lot. So who knows? Anyway, this is the Blue Jays side of the story, but these guys hop on the mic. I'm just going to dance around and just get right into it.
Give me the latest on Alek Manoah.
Out the gate.
Right out the gate. No,
wow.
Ben Nicholson-Smith reporting that basically Alek Manoah's 2023 as a pitcher is, it's essentially done, which is probably not.
It's done.
Okay, it's done.
It's done.
So go ahead.
Ben's right, and to be honest, I saw some of the bullet points on this story. I've not actually gone to Sportsnet.ca and read it wire to wire here. I, for weeks, have witnessed this from a major league level to in between. Alek being optioned, failing to report to AAA Buffalo, and then eventually working things out. What was the window? 2 weeks before he actually even got to Buffalo. And there was never a timeline that I'm led to believe, talking with people within the organization, a timeline to get him back on the mound, even where he could start pitching competitively. And now we have gotten to this point. One, he's not going to be able to ramp back up to help the major league team in any capacity at this point. He was taking a roster spot in AAA for a very depleted bullpen and pitching staff to begin with. So they had to make a move, and putting him on the temporary inactive list was just what needed to be done on paper so they could round out the roster in Buffalo. He's still in Buffalo.
6.
But you didn't fit.
So he never reported for 2 weeks, they're saying, and then the Buffalo team was just short a man for 2 weeks. It feels like if that's the actual thing that happened, It feels like a quick way to lose some friends down there.
You didn't finish runner-up for Cy Young.
What have you done for me lately? You're trying to get in the playoffs. Like, you're struggling to do that because offensively you can't get anything going. And the best part of your game is your pitchers. It's not fair to them. I mean, they've done enough around you to try and give you enough opportunities to figure it out. And for whatever reason you didn't. I don't know what he's got to stand on. I don't know how he's throwing his hands in the air and going, how are you sending me down? Well, that's confusing. I don't get it.
Yeah, so they're basically saying Manoah and his team threw like a hissy fit and didn't want to report, so he didn't report. Now, the opposite side, I think, is that Manoah is trying to get doctors to look at his knee because his knee has been bothering him, and that at one point they're saying that it's better just to like get healthy, take the rest of the year off and get healthy. It's weird because we're finally starting to get some signs of what's happening here, but it's also like, I don't know, maybe Manoah and the Blue Jays are going to part ways. They kind of get into that in that podcast a little later if you want to go listen to it. It's called the Blair and Barker. You should go listen to it anyway because I only played you a snippet and it's pretty interesting. I don't know. I'm talking about a pitcher that had a lot of bravado and a lot of ego, and if the case is true that he is just, I'm going to say words that I don't want to say because it might not be true. If it's true that this is emotional response, not physical, that's a really bad look. But it could be physical. We got to hear from his side. But 2 weeks before reporting and then not going on the IL, if it was physical, like, I don't know. That situation is bizarre. Guy finished second in Cy Young. Talked a lot of trash, had a lot of fun, brought a lot of energy to games and stuff like that. One of those guys that, like, baseball needs guys that you root for their to beat them, right? Like Bryce Harper was that way for a long time. People hated Bryce Harper. They wanted to beat him. I think he's won kind of everyone over, but it's still fun to have a bad guy. But you don't want to relish in, like, this. Like, nah, dude, be on the mound and let's beat you there. This isn't fun for anyone, if that's what's happening. Anyway. All right, next topic I got is Bryce Harper has 4 homers in his last 5 at-bats versus Iglesias, which is crazy. And let me pull this up. Let's watch all the homers or listen to them if you're on the podcast app. I had them up, but then this sent me on a rabbit hole. That is the third topic, which involves Bryce Harper. Baseball Savant. So I'm going to go pitcher, Iglesias, and batter, Bryce Harper, because I want to see what all these pitches were. I want to sort it by player and game and see how many at-bats we have. We could also go to Baseball Reference and do Bryce Harper. Is this the most homers he has off a single pitcher? And we're going to go versus pitcher. And home runs. Harper has 9 home runs off Julio Teheran. God, I used to know names better. Iglesias, he has 8 plate appearances, 8 at-bats, 5 hits. 4 of them are homers, 1 strikeout. Damn. Let's click. I am a subscriber, Baseball Reference. Why do you log everyone out every second of the day? Remember me one time. Always forgetting who I am. Always logging me out. So here are the at-bats. Starts in 2016 with a deep fly ball. Out, 1 pitch. Then a single. Then a strikeout. Then home run. Line out. I wonder what the exit velo on that was. And then a home run. That's nuts. So we have... Wait, that's just this year. I have the videos here. I want to go... Yeah. So in the first one is 2016. Oh, we have video. Let's watch it.
Out on a rocket. Bryce faces him for the first time in a 2-2 game. High fly ball. Right field, didn't get it. Bruce coming in now.
High pop-up to right field. Exit velo was 98.5. Not bad. So then the next time he faces, that was the first pitch you saw. The next time he faces him, it goes ball, foul ball, hit into play. You think these foul balls are squared up or, hard hit foul balls? Oh, loading and we're loading and we're loading and we're loading. No. Bottom 10th. Those are both outside fastballs. Eventually, in that at-bat, he singles. Bottom 10, so it was a game-winning walk-off single?
Harper to right.
No.
That's a game winner.
Oh, okay.
The wall, and the
all right, holy shit. So he's got five hits off Iglesias, 4 home runs, and 1 walk-off single. I did air quotes. It would be a double. It was absolutely a bomb. I thought it was going to be a homer. It was 109.3 exit velo. So that's the single. The lowly single of the 5 hits is a walk-off bullet on a 3-2 sinker.
Harper
like
to right. That's
bullet
a game winner
to the edge of the warning track. Okay, that's the single. Good job, Bryce. His next at-bat, he strikes out. I'm kind of interested in this again. I'm going to watch every pitch. We're going to go through it quick.
Sponsor.
It's a nice changeup to start him off. Then an 0-1 sinker. He fouls it back.
Bad intention.
0-2, he goes slider. Bryce fouls that. Everything's in, down and in, all these pitches. Now he goes four-seam fastball, high and away. Fouled back. 0-2, he's going back to the four-seam, high and away. Gets him. Okay. So then after that, here's another homer. This is on a sinker.
He was going back to the bullpen. I guess I should have said more accurately, he was no longer going to be in contention to be a starting pitcher. This ball is killed.
Another 109.4 exit velo. Like, not oppo, but center. So left center. Second home run of the game, I guess. Okay, so that was in 2018. Another 2018 homer here on a first pitch of the at-bat.
Bryce a homer, 2 RBIs.
This is an exit velo of 111.
And he
oh my goodness.
Right center.
437 feet, second deck.
And it's
no way. All right. And then we have bases loaded, and we go to a full count. This is in 2022.
Yeah, baby. Fly ball to deep right field. This game is tied.
Oh, my goodness. Another second deck shot. A 3-2 changeup that Bryce does not care about.
Yeah, baby. Fly ball to deep right field.
Listen to the announcers.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Right away. That's funny.
Yeah, baby. Fly ball to deep right field.
Let's listen to the away announcers. I bet it's not, yeah, baby.
Ballpark is as loud as it's been all weekend. 3-2 to Harper is hit a bunch. Santa Maria. He did it.
Santa Maria. Okay, that was a bomb. I mean, we haven't gotten a cheapie. Even the single was an absolute bomb. In 2023, this year, another full count pitch. This time it was a full count fastball.
Looks like they're setting up for a changeup again. And a line drive out toward right center field. Harris on the run.
Oh, that's an out.
Hung up there for him.
Okay, 108 mile per hour exit velo out. Fastball, four seam. And then yesterday, first pitch of the at bat.
572 on their feet. That one's out to left center field. Harris.
First pitch changeup.
He did. 2-run.
He hit it the opposite way to tie the game.
That one's out to left center.
He's just clobbered him every which way. Damn, good for you, Bryce. All right, so that was the second topic. And the third topic, I went too deep into spiderweb of my brain with like no real end result here. But anyway, here's what the thinking was. He crushes Iglesias. Feels very comfortable. I wanted to see if there's first thing I did was I saw Iglesias's release points, where his arm is when the ball is released. And then I was like, maybe what if like Bryce, what if I go look in this information and Bryce just loves all pitchers that release it from that point, right? And so I was dabbling around there, and then that led to me to just being like, well, what's the release point that Harper crushes the most? And I think what I found, I think I'm going to backtrack into just the most common release point, which is why I think this was probably useless. But I started it, and I got deep into it, so let's just take a look, and then I don't know if it's worthwhile. Where's the start? Okay, so this is the first one. So first I did horizontal release point. So righties and lefties will obviously be way different. So I'm doing righty pitchers horizontal release point. So, sidewinder above their head, lefty horizontal, the horizon, right? I did from -5 to 0 in inches. And then I just did every half the rest of the way. So I searched horizontal release point of over -0.5, under 0. And he's got 3 homers off pitchers with that horizontal release point. And then if I keep, these are out of order. You're out of order. If I keep going up the chain, the most common chunk, so -5 to 0, 3 homers. To give you an example of pitchers who throw from that arm slot, I can't because all of those homers happened before video got invented. 15 homers off -1 to -5, 41 homers off -1.5 to -1, 65 -2 to -1.5, 69, so that's our most common horizontal so far, -2.5, -2, and then it starts going down again. So I think I'm just finding the most popular arm slots, which is why I was like, stop doing this, Jimmy, but then I could not stop. So horizontally, the biggest chunk is -2.5 to -2 horizontal. I'll bring up one video to show you that slot off of, like, all right, here's Kevin Gossman, and here's Kyle Gibson, 2 guys that throw sinker ballers. So look at his arm, and it's pretty standard right there. And then if we look at Gibby, it should be pretty similar, at release. So they're both righties, so it's going to be over there. Gossman looks Gossman looks lower, but that's vertical, not horizontal. So that's where it would be different. So that's where I was going to then weed it out. This is the most common horizontal, so releasing. And then I brought up on the other tab here, okay, what section does he have the most home runs? Vertical. He's got 1 home run off a dude who's over 3.5 inches vertical, but under 4. So that's probably a sidewinder or a real short pitcher. It's Darren O'Day, sidewinder, and not a real short pitcher. Yeah. So his release there is, what did I say? Like 3.7 feet from the ground or something like that, because O'Day's a sicko. So obviously that's not common. So that's why as I was doing this, I was like, you're just finding the most common release point, Jimmy. This is worthless. But you're in the shit now. You can't stop. 4.5 feet to 5 feet. I guess this is feet for the vertical. Well, maybe we can really fine-tune it then. All right, let's do that. Is 8 homers. From 5 feet to 5.5 feet is 40 homers. from 5.5 feet to 6 feet is 75 homers. So that's our most popular. Oh, nope. 6 feet to 6.5 feet is 83. And then 6.5 feet to 7 is 25, and nothing over that. So what was our most common? 6 to 6.5. All right, let's dial that down even more. Let's go 6 to 6.1 here. And I'm going to just copy and paste the search. And on this one, we're going to do 6.1 to 6.2. And on this one, we're going to do 6.2 to 6.3. And on this tab, we're going to do 6.3 to 6.4. And on this tab, we're going to do 6.4 to 6.5. So 6 feet to 6.1 is 25. 6'1 to 6'2 is also 25. 6'2 to 6'3 is only 11. 6'3 to 6'4 is 16. And 6'4 to 6'5 is 9. So we got a tie. So 6'1 to 6'2 is 25. Let's see which pitchers land in that area. We have Jhoulys Chacin and Mitch White and Bud Norris and Ivan Nova. And let's see, the hardest exit velo was Hunter Strickland. Oh, my goodness. Old friends, Bryce Harper, Hunter Strickland. Video of them fighting. The breakdown I did is like the most popular video we've ever posted on Facebook ever.
Bryce Harper.
Oh, clobbered. I forgot these were all home run highlights. So a lot of this has to do with like your arm slot, but also just how tall you are as a pitcher. So I guess I just got to choose one here. 6-point change included stats. Let's see. Let's include vertical pitch release. There's more. That's pretty balanced, huh? 6.12 has 3. Oh, I know. I'll change it to 6 foot to 6.2, and then we'll really dial it in. We'll really find the most common vertical height. 6.03 he's got 4 homers. Oh, 606 is common. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 feet, 6 inches is the most common so far. Yeah. All right, so we're going 6 feet, vertical release point, 6 feet, 6 inches. So, and then what was the most common horizontal? I'm going to put that aside. We're going to find the pitcher that's fucked when they face Bryce Harper. The most common, now we're trying to find the horizontal. So the most common section was minus 2.5 through minus 2. I'm going to change the included stats to include the horizontal release. And we're going to search to see it within that range. Who's the most common homer? That's a pretty wide range. More of them fall in the 30s, it looks like. Looks like the 2. Let's say 2.2 to 2.5. All right. And then now we're going to add. I can't even keep up with my own brain. What the fuck am I doing? This is nothing. This is what I get lost in, guys. I'll do this for like an hour, and then I'll just like come out of it and be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is nothing. We're in it. We can't stop. This is nothing. So imagine this comes up just fucking blank. Pitchers who have a vertical release point of 6 feet, 6 inches and a horizontal release point of negative 2.4, whatever that means. And I'm going to take away the Bryce Harper aspect and take away the home run aspect, and I'm going to make it just this year. And I can take away the handedness because it's only going to give us righties because of the horizontal release point. All right, so which pitchers fall into Bryce Harper's hottest spot of release? Kevin Ginkel, good luck. He's thrown 8 pitches out of that very specific spot. Same with Miles Michaelis. Now, I'm going to get rid of all the other tabs besides this because they're all nothing. And now we're going to go see if Bryce Harper has faced these guys and what he's done against them. So Kevin Ginkel is all around that area. So let's go Bryce Harper versus pitcher. Has you ever faced Kevin Ginkel? I doubt it. I don't really know Kevin Ginkel. Gink. Harper has faced Kevin Ginkel. Yes! I think we did it. He's 2 for 3 with a homer. Of course he is. I fucking reverse engineered that. I know Harper's arm slot. Let's go watch that. When are they from? The homers in 2019. They'll have footage of that. Batters. Harper. Pitchers. Ginkel. I can't believe that led to, very small sample size. But a homer in 3 at-bats, yeah. It's Harper's hot spot, man. Can't be coming there throwing from a negative 2.2 to negative 2.5 horizontal release and a 6.6 vertical release. It's Harper's fucking hot spot. So this year he grounded out, but all years, 13 pitches. What was the other hit? Oh, my God. The other hit was a 44-mile-per-hour exit velo single.
Real oddity here. All 4 of those batters hit the same baseball.
Swing and bunt down the third base line. Get it done, Harper. The next one, here's the homer.
Well, Dickerson.
Oh, my goodness, Ginkel. What are you all about? Look at this. Look at this. I hate this motion, like when Dr. Evil petting his cat, the old Mike Messina, kind of half toilet squat and in a ball, like you're very uncomfortable with yourself, and then he just tilts up like a teapot. What is this motion? Sounds rickety. 95-mile-per-hour pitch. Harper goes Oppo. I think what we found, to be honest, is what Trevor Plouffe told me baseball players consider your AWR, average white righty, and that's the arm slot. Just like stock standard release, and Harper's going to crush people with stock standard arm slot releases. I think if we reverse engineered it, that's what happened. Let's go see Harper's stats against Miles. Uh-oh. Don't know what I just did. Minimized everything. Miles Michaelis. Oh, he also hits him pretty well. He's got a 385 batting average and a 1 dot slugging against him. He's got 13 plate appearances, 1 double, 1 home run, 5 hits. Strikeout, home run, fly ball, double, single, ground out, single, double play, ground out, strikeout. So recently, Michaelis has got the best of them. Let's go watch those at bats, and then we're out of here. Miles Michaelis, plate appearance, pitch result, in play, batter Harper. There we go. Bow, boo doo 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 da 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 da. Harper flies out, 105 exit velo. Harper singles, 91. Harper ground. Harper lines into double play, 101 exit velo. Harper singles, 110 exit velo. Harper doubles, 100. Harper flies out to right field, 103. Harper homers, 108. Save the best for last. Let's watch some of these. Whoa, green shoes, green gloves, big old looping curveball. Deep fly out. Big old looping curveball from Miles. Harper just missed it. Same game. Change up this time. Line drive. It's a nice piece of hitting.
So years of each other.
Okay.
These two teams
now we're in 2019.
And Harper lines it into
Oh shit, that sucks. That was an 0-2 down and in fastball, a really nice pitch, and Harper gets there, beats him to the spot, but hits it right to the second baseman, who
really
doubles off the runner. This is a 2-1 sinker in 2018.
Hits him hard again. DeYoung knocks it down. Doesn't have a play.
Doesn't do too much with it. Hot shot to short. Knocked it down. 2018 again. Another 2-1 slider. Harper's all over that to right field. Harper's pretty good, huh? Just goes wherever he wants. 3-2 slider here.
3-2 pitch.
Not a good 3-2 slider. Harper hits that far, but not far enough. And let's see the home run. It's a 3-2 pitch. He's going to throw a little cutter.
3-2.
That is a curveball, sorry. And Harper hits a home run.
Over the wall in right.
So I don't know what we've done here, but you guys witnessed it. The Ginkle stuff was pretty funny. See you later. Goodbye. Morning stretch.